Welcome back. We are live again. Let me just turn the sound down a bit. Are you ready for Canelo Crawford? Watching the undercard. So we are 2 fights away from Canelo Crawford. Hang on one sec. I gotta shut that door back there. I'll be right back. Sorry, we are watching the 4th round scheduled of 410, Embily versus Martinez. Embily is a fighter out of Montreal, Quebec. He trains with the same trainer as who works with Artur Beterbiev. He is fighting Lester Martinez, who I believe is fighting out of Guatemala. Sorry if I got that wrong, no diss. But this is a terrific fight. They are standing toe-to-toe. This is an echo of the fight previous to this, which was, or 2 fights previous to this, which was Sergey Bohachuk versus Brandon Adams. Now, I did cover that live, and that was a terrific fight as well. 10 rounds, 2 fighters willing to stand toe-to-toe, and the same thing is happening here with Embily Martinez. Now, the difference is the Embily and Martinez are one level above Bohachuk and Adams in that they're also using their footwork while they're standing toe to toe. Embily's cornerman Mark Ramsey instructed him just to shift to the side. I'm thinking he wants Embily to be able to change the angles on the inside, which is critical. You can't just stand there and bang around your opponent's elbows. You have to shift a little bit so you can get to the center line. That's imperative, especially on the inside. But both of these fighters are just going for it. It's been all action since round 1. Terrific fight. Great matchmaking by whoever the matchmaker was for this card. Hey, if you're joining us, welcome to this live stream. My name's Hamaguchi. I'm a pro fighter, U.S. National Judo Champion, and I do fight breakdowns. I like to do live fight commentary, and I'll also live stream some of my boxing workouts, which you can all find on this channel. You can also find some of my fights. Those are the videos with purple thumbnails. So if you're joining us, please say hi in the chat so I know who's here. And welcome to the September 13th fight card. Riyadh season airing on Netflix. This is Dana White and TKO Boxing Promotions sort of debut on the big stage. Here we go. Round 5. We're almost at the halfway point here in this matchup. Tough fight to score because both fighters are active. Both fighters are landing accurate punches. So this may turn out to be a war of attrition, and we'll have to see who prevails in the later rounds. Both men are able to get that nice short uppercut on the inside. Oh, terrific counter there by Embily with the right hand. The one thing that Lester Martinez does that I'm not fond of is that he'll push his opponent off. He's pushing Embily off of him. Just like that, with both hands that time. So there's an old adage in boxing, which is, hey, if you got enough energy to push your sparring opponent or your opponent off you, then you have enough energy to punch them. So don't push, punch. In any case, at this point, it looks like, to me, Martinez is throwing a higher volume of punches there. He just pushed again. But Embily is landing his counter shots, just like that. Nice straight right from Embily. Martinez comes back with a right uppercut. There we go. Embily with a 3-punch combo. Both trade little uppercuts on the inside. I think Embily's going to have to start putting them together a little more here, because Martinez is winning the battle of volume in the 5th round of 10. Now this is for one of those oddly made up WBC minor belts called the Silver Interim, or the Interim Silver, whatever the heck that means. Interim Silver belt. I suppose that's just a justification for being able to throw the winner into a title fight. Hi Miguel, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hello, awesome Aiden. Thank you so much for joining us, Aiden. Here we go, last 30 seconds of the 5th round. I would give this round to Martinez. Really nice little uppercuts on the inside there by Martinez. Martinez starting to get a bit cute, fight with his hands low here. And Billy's coming back hard with a couple of body shots. Oh, and Billy just got caught there. Comes back with a couple of left hooks. Martinez tries to just shake his head as if saying, no, didn't hurt me. Oh, and Billy lands a hard body shot right hand right at the end. Now I'm guessing that Mark Ramsey, who is Billy's coach, he's also Artur Betebiev's coach, I'm guessing he's going to ask him to pick it up.
And then you don't have to worry. I mean, I know you took some hard hits on the body, but you're fine. You're fine. The most important is to get the job done. Okay, so keep your combos going and just be sure that you work on your defense. And then you keep on doing the same thing you've been doing.
So, Billy's corner's asking him to watch his defense.
Legendary director Guillermo del Toro is bringing us the ultimate monster
and keep up his combinations. Miguel, easy fight. I wouldn't necessarily call it an easy fight, but I mean, there's a 3 weight division difference. It should be pretty straightforward for him. He just has to not make some mistakes, any mistakes really, and I think as long as Canelo keeps coming forward, you know, he's definitely got the size advantage. All right, here we go. 6 rounds out of 10. Second half of the fight. We do see a slightly more animated Embily here. Martinez is just absolutely persistent with those little right and left uppercuts on the inside. Now we have Embily blocking and pushing. Embily with a little short right uppercut. Martinez right back with a 1-2 and then a push. Embily with a single overhand right. See, this is where he's got to start putting his punches together. There he threw a single right body shot, Embily. This is where Martinez is starting to pull ahead up with simply just volume. Well, that's not simple. I mean, it takes incredible conditioning to be able to do that. All right, both men a little bit shoulder to shoulder, a little shoving. Nice right uppercut from Martinez. A little usage of the head there by Martinez. Oh, nice 3-punch combination by Embily, but Martinez comes right back up to rock him with a little bit of a little uppercut. Terrific action. This is a free fight on Netflix, so I encourage you to tune into this. This might actually outshine the main event, only because I don't expect to see Canelo and Crawford stand toe-to-toe like this. Oh, nice 1-2 by Martinez. Martinez is making good use of his head as a third hand, as we say. Another 1-2 by Martinez, and then he counters Embily coming in with his right uppercut. Embily with a nice series of 2 left hooks, followed by a right hand, pushes Martinez down to the canvas, and we have 30 seconds left in this 6th round. Scheduled for 10 for a BS made-up belt by the WBC, but it's a belt nevertheless. And Billy not really able to do much from the distance that he's at right now, which is not toe-to-toe, but a little bit more mid-range. He seems to be focused on defense, not able to get off his punches at that range. So I would say Martinez is ahead in this fight. Miguel's told me that Diego Lopez fight was crazy. It was. I mean, did you notice Silva wanted to beat up the official afterwards? That was crazy. I mean, in a sense, I can't blame him. He managed to survive that full mount in the first round and then come back hard at the end of the first round, and then he was arguably winning that first part of the second round. Matt says this has been a great fight so far, no clinching, exactly, went in close, and both guys wanting to fight, exactly. So Matt, did you see Bohachuk versus Adams? I mean, similar spirit there, not as skilled as these guys, but you got to appreciate it when 2 guys come to fight and they're not clinching, unlike the heavyweights, which was horrible. It was just, it was semi-torturous. All right, here we go, guys. 7th round of 10. I have Martinez ahead. Nice little single uppercut there by Embily, but he's got to put them together. Another single shot by Embily. There, he put 2 together. 3. And Billy's now pressed Martinez up against the rope, so let's see if he can. Oh, no, he wasn't able to keep him there. Oh, interesting. The unofficial scorecard has Embily ahead by a couple of rounds. This is a tough fight to score. Close fight for sure. And Billy's trying to make use of more level changes and whatnot. But while he's down there, he needs to throw because Martinez is just winning the battle of volume here. And I don't know that Embily can win the war of attrition. He's got 4 more rounds, well, 3.5 to accomplish that. Oh, yeah, Matt, I'm sure that that full fight will be, Turkey always posts the full fight on his channel. Say hi to my cat, Herbie. Oh. Again, and Billy's throwing a lot of single shots. Whoa, thanks, Herbie. Okay, hang on. Thank you. I'm not sure what's up with the cat tonight, but he wants to be on camera. All right, last minute of this 7th round, scheduled for 10, between Christian Embily and Lester Martinez. Yeah, exactly. It's a boy cat, but yeah, Herbie the love bug is trying to take over the stream. Yeah, it's all good. He looks like, I thought he was a she when I first found him. He's a found cat. All right, last 30 seconds here, and again, Martinez makes good use of his head to controlled distance there. Throws a cute lead right hand. Oh, and the ref finally warned Martinez about using his head. That's funny. And again, Embily throwing single hard shots here. Left hooks. Missed with that right hand. So the key thing here is for Embily to try to put combinations together rather than these single hard shots. He's got 3 more rounds to secure a victory or get the stoppage. Netflix is not missing any opportunities to flash their logo, are there? Are you guys watching the live stream? Are you guys watching this fight live on Netflix? Christian Embily versus Lester Martinez. Did you guys enjoy the UFC? Well, not UFC. Did you guys enjoy the embedded series on leading up to this card? I thought it was cool because we got to meet some of these undercard fighters. All right, Embily with a jab to the body, another jab to the body, single right uppercut, single jab to the head. All right, the unofficial scorecard still has Embily up by 3 rounds. Interesting. Another single jab to the body right-handed by Embily. He misses with a left hook. Again, Lester shoving him off with both hands. 1-2 from Lester. 1-2 left uppercut. Hi, Landon. Martinez, nice little right uppercut. Embily with a nice double jab. In close, little short left hook, short right hook. Both men exchange nice little short uppercuts on the inside. Oh, little finesse move there by Martinez. Does the matador to get off the ropes. Oh, good. 2 body shots to right hand by Embily. Martinez with a nice little short right uppercut on the inside. Uses the head again. Nice 1-2. Embily's got him pressed up against the ropes. Again, Martinez with the shove. Billy's still got him up against the ropes. Not sure why Martinez is willing to allow himself to be there. Again, he goes back against the ropes. Not a good place to be with someone who's throwing hard shots like this. Might be Martinez inexperience here because he should not put himself against the rope like this for long periods of time. He needs to get off the ropes. Right uppercut. Okay, good. He did just that. But now he's back there. About 15 seconds left to go here. Now this round I would give to Embily. Oh, nice right hand by Martinez, though. Embily, that's funny. Well, actually Martinez is doing a lot of the shoving off both hands. Kind of a rookie move. And then he's also using his head really as a prod or whatever you want to call that to create distance, but I wouldn't be surprised if this decision goes to Martinez though, because he is outworking Embily overall. Question is, can Embily close the show here? He's got 2 rounds to really try to pull ahead. I'm surprised that the unofficial scorecard has Embily so far ahead. I wouldn't think he's that comfortably ahead. A good action fight. Fans are getting their money's worth, as we say. All right, here we go in the penultimate round. Yeah, unofficial scorecard still has Embily ahead by 2. Not sure about that, but all right. A little more urgency, it seems, from Embily. Opening up in this 9th round. Starting to put his punches together a little more. And he does have Martinez up against the ropes. Martinez shoves him off, but doesn't really make an attempt to get off the ropes. Oh, Martinez looks like he tried the Matador move there. Didn't quite get it, but slowly pivoted away off one set of ropes. Again, shoved with the shoulder. Oh, nice left hook by Embily, caught Martinez there. Martinez smiling at Embily. Nice run 2 from Martinez. 3 punch from Embily. Martinez comes back with 5. This is quite the war of attrition here. Right in front of Turkey Al-Sheikh. Well, if nothing else, these guys are going to earn respect. Well, I shouldn't say if nothing else, but they are certainly going to earn the respect of Turkey Al-Sheikh by fighting like this. Showing tons of heart and willingness to leave it all in the ring. Well, again, Martinez puts himself up against the ropes. Works his way off. Both men in terrific, terrific condition. This is quite unbelievable. Both men exchanging combinations, 3 and 4 piece combos. We have just under a minute to go here in the 9th round. What an action fight this is. The fans are the winner, as they say. 1-2 from Martinez, 1-2 again. Double left hook from Embily. 1-2 from Martinez. He misses with a big 2. Neither man should have another fight until 2026, the way they're dishing it out at each other. Okay, let's try to listen in.
Martinez, I think this is the worst either fighter was hurt in this fight so far. At least that's what it looked like to me live.
I don't really want to hear Max Kellerman.
In slow motion, sometimes it tells a different story. It just seemed to me that he was...
Yeah, sorry Max, don't want to hear you. I just find Max Kellerman's voice really annoying. Plus, I don't find him that insightful. If he had an annoying voice, but he was super insightful, maybe I'd listen to him. Okay, now we're cutting to backstage. Canelo getting his hands wrapped. Looking as calm as ever. Who do you guys have in this main event? All right, here we go. The final round of Lester Martinez versus Christian Embily. The men touch gloves, and here we go. Yes, the crowd is applauding them. They deserve it. Ooh, and a right uppercut snaps Embily's head back right off the bat. Embily with that jab to the body. In my opinion, I think Embily needs to come on strong and take this round clearly if he wants to have a chance of getting the decision here. I'm not so sure I agree with the unofficial scorecards, which I think has him ahead on. Even if they didn't give him the last round, they still had him ahead. Oh, and both fighters are exchanging heavy, short uppercuts on the inside. Yes, Reggie, these guys have definitely gone to war for sure. Yes, for sure, Matt. If Terrence is able to knock out Canelo, that would be massive. I just don't think that with a three weight division difference, that's really, you know, possible. Oh, nice straight 1-2 from Martinez there. This is a tough fight to score for sure. Oh, nice little short right by Embily. Yeah, the unofficial scorecard has Embily up by 1 point, so. Oh, nice 1-2-3 from Martinez, followed by a short little right hook. No denying that these both men came in superb conditioning and both are willing to fight their rear end off. Got to give them credit. What do I think about the main event? I think it's a bit of a, I won't call it a farce, but when one guy's coming up 3 weight divisions, you really can't call it a super fight. I mean, it's intriguing, it's interesting, but I disagree with calling it, you know, fight of the century, this and that. And it sort of takes away from the fact that the fight everybody really wanted to see was Alvarez versus Benavidez. I mean, and what a fight that would have been for a Mexican Independence Day, right? You have a Mexican versus a Mexican American, you know. Interesting contrast in styles. Oh, wow, here we go. Last few seconds of this fight, and both men are just throwing. And that's it. Final bell. Both Martinez and Embily raised their hands immediately as if to signal they won. I gotta admit to you, I don't know. That was close. If I was in Embily's corner, I'd be concerned. It's a little bit too close for comfort. Yeah, exactly, Reggie. It is cruel that one of them has to lose. I mean, unless they call it a draw, right? But interesting that Dana kind of brought the whole UFC crew with him into this specific boxing fight. You know, including John Anik in the promo. I mean, of course that makes sense. We're on commercial break right now. So who do you guys have in the main event? You got Canelo or you got Crawford? By the way, how's the video coming through? Is it pixelated or is it all right? The reason is the last time I did 3 streams on a Saturday, the 3rd stream seemed to come through in poor video quality. Reggie's telling us that celebrities are starting to show up for this. He spotted Statham, and Wahlberg. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's hear.
So decision is in. Michael Buffer has it.
Edna says. Sorry.
A round of applause for 2 fighters in the ring tonight.
All right, Buffer calls for applause for both fighters. Absolutely, they both deserve. If it was one of those, UFC cards, they should both get the fight bonus.
93. She has it for Martinez.
Oh yeah, one person gave it to
Chris Canelo,
Martinez.
he scores at 96-94 for Embily.
One judge for Embily. I think they're gonna give it to
Clinton
Martinez.
scores the contest 95,
Oh, 95-95. Split draw.
This bout
Okay, that's fair. Absolutely fair.
keeps his title. Again, a round of applause for the two fighters.
Yeah, that was a heck of a fight.
Ring here in Las Vegas tonight.
Okay. Absolutely fair. Embily Martinez ends in a draw. I think that's fair. As Reggie said, it'd be cruel if one of those guys lost. With that said, Christian Embily retains his belt. I think Bomac was in Martinez's corner for whatever reason. Somebody's got to help Bomac lose some weight, or he's slowly killing himself. Well, Reggie, here's the thing. Yeah, in theory, we should get a rematch because it's a draw, but, you know, I think Embily wants to move on to bigger fish, right? So, oh boy, here we got Shakur mugging for the camera. Who's LaShawn McCoy? Oh, football player, I guess. My fault. Jaime Mugia, wearing your shades at night. I don't know why. Other celebs mugging for the camera, sorry. Marshawn Lynch holding a camera. Oh no, Michael Chandler. Wilmer Valderrama. Oh, Lennox Lewis. How come they're not putting his name up there? Okay. Mark Anthony. Yeah, you're right. Tons of celebrities. All right. We have Callum Walsh warming up in the background, or in the backstage with his trainer Freddie Roach. He is about to face Fernando Vargas Jr. Who do you guys have in that fight? Co-main event. Here we go. We are still on commercial break, you guys. Who do I like in the co-main? I'm gonna go with Callum Walsh. Hey, Move 37. Good to see you. It's been a minute. Thank you for joining us on the live stream. Who do you have in the main event? I'm going with Canelo. If you heard my breakdown, I explain why, but I mean, in a nutshell, it's a 3-weight division jump for Bud Crawford. I mean, as skilled as he might be, you know, there's, as they say, size matters. Okay, now we're watching an ad for the Aura ring. I prefer the Whoop because rings don't work very well for combat sports. Reggie's going with Callum Walsh as well. Oh, cool. Haha! Michael Chandler versus Canelo in Power Slap. That's hilarious. I'm going to go with Canelo in that one. But that's pretty funny. That is absolutely one sport that I cannot, or if you want to call it a sport, I can't get into that really. I like watching the you know how they have the Ultimate Fighter, but they show like all the backstory with these guys in a house and stuff. I'll watch all that stuff, but I don't really enjoy watching the actual slap competition. Alexander, I have no idea what you're talking about, but we're here to talk about Canelo Crawford or MMA. No thanks, Mr. Handsome. We're here to talk about this boxing fight coming up. Name is Canelo Crawford. The co-main event, which is about to start next, is Callum Walsh versus Fernando Vargas Jr., who is, of course, the son of Fernando Vargas, El Feroz. He was one of my favorite fighters when he was fighting. Thank you, Reggie, for helping out on this stream. I appreciate your help earlier this morning on my live stream of my boxing workout. All right, we're getting ready for Callum Walsh versus Fernando Vargas Jr. Ednal says Canelo will be Crawford's Bivol. Interesting. Maybe Canelo will be Crawford's Floyd. Floyd is to Canelo as Canelo is to Bud. I don't know. No, but I get what you mean with Bivol. It makes sense. Just the size difference. Now we're doing a little backstory on Callum Walsh.
My goal is to become a future face of boxing, become a household name.
King Callum.
Callum Walsh's story to this point has been traditional.
At the end of the day, what goes through my mind is I have a job to do. No matter whatever's Netflix,
I don't know that I understand the hype, as they say, behind Callum Walsh. You know, I mean, I get it. He's training with Freddie Roach, but there's more than a few fighters that train with Freddie Roach. So that alone can't be, you know, the main part of your story. But I guess I'll see a little bit more about it. I don't know that much about Callum Walsh. I really haven't watched him. So I don't know if he's a hype train or he's legit. Sometimes when you crown yourself like that, it can turn out to bite you in the rear end. All right, now they're showing us a little bit about Fernando Vargas Jr. No, it's Fernando Vargas Jr. Is he the real thing? I mean, I don't know. It's always tough for a junior to follow in their dad's footsteps, particularly when it comes to boxing. It seems like we get those father-son combos in baseball. I don't know much about football, but maybe those of you guys who are into football can tell me about that. The one thing I see in this little bit of footage that I don't really like is the whole Instagram mitts that Fernando Jr. is doing with his brother. I think it's Emiliano. Reggie says Vargas seems intent on stepping out of his father's shadow, but all he's done in the lead up to this fight is talk about his dad. Exactly. So seems counterproductive, right? It's like you can't have it both ways, you know. Either be your own man, like Tinju didn't, you know. We know his dad's Kostya, but he didn't really. You don't ever hear Tim really trying to lean on that, whereas Vargas Jr. certainly did, and he's just. It's like he's tried to make that the fact that he's Fernando Vargas Jr. They try to make that the whole sole reason why he's going to win this fight. You know, come up with something else. Give us another reason to believe in you, other than the fact that we know who your father is, right? All right, 17-0. Is that a padded record? To be honest, I really haven't followed his career to this point. I was certainly a fan of his dad's when his dad was fighting, but Matt G says, I think if there was a headbutt competition similar to Power Slam, Justin KG would be the champion. That's funny too, Matt. You've got some good ones this evening on our live. I think that someone was telling me that there's a country in Africa where headbutting, like they actually do that as a form of combat sport. I'm not sure because I never really checked that out, but that'd be pretty funny, like headbutt instead of power slam. Man, there'll be some fierce cuts getting opened up on people's heads though. I guess you'd have to say you can't up headbutt because then you could really damage somebody's eye, right? You have to only like headbutt somebody like straight onto this part of their head. I don't know. Would you be allowed to do it sideways or just straight back and straight forward? Maybe you should like brand that, Matt. You could like put a copyright on the idea. Maybe that's next for Dana White. Power headbutt. Yeah, Reggie, he's some sort of sycophant for Turkey Al-Sheikh. Someone explained to me who he was before in another one of our lives. I can't remember. But I could do without him. He really adds nothing to the visuals. He really adds nothing. He's almost like a walking prop. But I think he's a big name in not boxing, like in some other arena. Oh, interesting. We have Marvin Samodio coming out as the chief second, as well as Pepe Riley to help Freddie Roach in the corner. Callum Walsh, 14-0. So I think we have two southpaws. There's a double southpaw matchup. I mean, Walsh certainly has all the momentum behind him, or a lot of support. Sponsored by Jackson. That podcast with none other than Rampage Jackson. And they seem to brag about their Cuban link chains. I don't know. Cuban link is a Cuban link, isn't it? Everybody in New York City wears Cuban links. You know why? All right. Welcome, Javier. And congrats on your yellow belt. Good stuff. Right, Javier. He's a professional executive assistant. Yeah, I guess at some point I'll figure out who the heck he is and why he's pseudo-famous and what he's accomplished, if anything. Yeah, Matt, I think you should copyright that. You might be onto something. I'd almost rather watch people headbutt each other than slap each other, but if I was given a choice. All right. This is interesting. It looks like for this boxing card, they're using the same format that UFC does for cut men, which is all the cut men are hired by the promotion and wear a thing where, they have to wear a uniform that says cut man. I don't know, it's kind of weird to me because in boxing, typically the fighter gets to hire their own cut man. They're not being assigned a cut man. I'm not so sure that I like the idea of fighters having to be assigned a cut man, because an effective cut man is almost like having another trainer in your corner. Effective cut men are incredibly experienced. They know how not to talk over the trainer, but they know how to just say something that will reinforce and support the fighter on their way out there, just as they're getting off the stool. All right, that said, The fellow in Callum Walsh's corner is from LA. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He's a former policeman, and yeah, I think he's one of the founders of War Tape, if I'm not mistaken. Reggie says, shameless plug for the action gets underway. I read the profile they did on you and NBC a while back. I didn't realize how deep your history in the sport. Right. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Reggie. Appreciate that. And everybody else, you can, another shameless plug, you can check out videos of my fights. They're the ones on this channel with the purple thumbnail, and then there's coverage of the judo program I used to run in Harlem, and those are with yellow gold thumbnails. There's also some news footage on my role in getting women into the New York City Golden Gloves. So, thanks. Reggie, I just built off your shameless plug. Matt G, yes, going forehead to forehead is super dangerous. Thank you, Reggie. Really appreciate your support. Pretty interesting to me that two people with less than 20 fights are the co-main event of what some people are overhyping as, you know, fight of the century, a mega fight, this and that. So this is interesting. And I hate to say it, but if Fernando Vargas Jr. didn't have that name, I don't know that he'd be in this position. And I don't know, but there's got to be some serious hype machine behind Callum Walsh. Because Freddie Roach trains a lot of fighters. He's basically booked back to back to back all day. There's really no idle time for Freddie Roach. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Southpaw versus Southpaw matchup. Walsh very light on his feet. Vargas sticking to the high double guard at this point. It'll be interesting to see how they use their footwork versus another southpaw. Obviously, both men should have been sparring only southpaws in preparation for this. Vargas seems to want to open with jabs to the body. Three-punch combination from Walsh doesn't quite land. Walsh using really nice, like, bouncy footwork here. Backs Vargas up into the corner for a moment. At this point, Vargas is looking less experienced than Walsh. But I'm not sure if that's just because he's a little gun-shy at this point. Oh, goodness, and just as I say that, he drops Callum Walsh with a jab. But Doc does not call that a knockdown. He just waves it off, and I guess I'm not sure what my cat wants to say about that. Oh, okay, there we go. Vargas with a little faint jab. That's what we like to see. But to be honest, Vargas's footwork does not look as sophisticated as Callum's at this point. Not that anybody's giving points for how you look in the ring, but Vargas just looks a little more awkward and not quite as fluid as Callum Walsh. And if this is the best that Vargas has, then I predict Walsh will knock him out. He's just looking at him through the high double and moving around at this point. That's Vargas throwing a single jab, another single jab. Not a good look. 1, 2, 3 from Callum Walsh. They land on Vargas's arms, but nevertheless, he's landing punches. Oh, a nice little counter right uppercut from Callum. 1, 2, 3. Three punch combination from Callum. Yeah, and at this, from what I just saw right there, I would say Vargas is way outclassed. But oh, Mr. Beast is at ringside. Where did you catch that, Reggie? Matt G says you want a Herbie post-fight breakdown. That's funny. Yes, Reggie, I agree. It was a slip, so the ref didn't call it knockdown. So, but still, psychological advantage if you're the one that didn't slip. Mr. B sat next to Jason Statham. In my opinion, Walsh just has to keep doing what he was doing and can continue to put punches together. I think Vargas was just told to go to the head and then drop a punch down to the body, but I'm not sure. Oh, there I see Mr. Beast. Yeah. Well, right away, Walsh opens with a triple jab, and Vargas responds with a single jab. Not good. All right, 3 punches from Callum. Vargas, single jab, left to the body. Maybe that's what his dad was calling for, not sure. Oh gosh, I don't want to listen to Max Kellerman. Are you listening to Max Kellerman? He just has so much non-wisdom. It's nauseating. Anyways, 3 punches from Callum. I think this is just a matter of time. Single jab from Vargas Jr. Well, 2 punches from Vargas Jr. The fact that he's willing to throw a single jab repeatedly tells me he's just not that sophisticated of a fighter. And his footwork is not very good. He's leaning over, making himself immobile on that front foot. If he's not careful, he could get KO'd by Callum. Double high guard, just looking at Callum. I mean, I guess Vargas has just been fed opponents because that's just such an unsophisticated approach to fighting. Oh, 2 body shots from Callum. Again, I don't know much about Callum Walsh, but what I would say that from what I've seen thus far is that his fluidity on his feet is a terrific asset because it allows him to close distance and then get out very efficiently. Walsh starting to drop his head now. Don't really want to see that, but oh, I like how he's targeting the body first, though. Oh, finally, nice solid jab lands for Feroz. Well, that's not Feroz, that's Vargas Jr. Oh, Kellerman should stop talking.
Walsh jumps in and out in spurts. Vargas needs to be more steady and throw jabs and be steady line. Don't let.
Who's this other? Is this Abner Maris? No, it can't be. He's with PVC.
Good left hand from Vargas.
Jab straight left to the body from Callum. Was Vargas trying to wave him in? It's kind of delusional on his part. Right away he starts talking, which shows me it's also he's not disciplined in the corner. Fighters should never be talking. Only the trainer should talk.
Keep with the pressure. I need more strikes. I need strong down and then keep in the body.
They're calling for pressure. He's not throwing enough punches to apply any pressure.
Put pressure on him. He's not
Pressure.
doing anything. He's going to continue.
Oh, now, what's his name? Oh, this other guy's chiming in too. So, see, there should only be one voice in the corner, which is the head trainer. Oh, we got Roy Jones on camera now, giving the thumbs up to the camera. All right, here we go, you guys. I got Walsh up handily. One, two, three from Callum Walsh. Another single jab from Vargas. Like I said, the fact that he's willing to throw single jabs repeatedly just shows me he's just not so much inexperienced, but just not well schooled. Walsh throws a body shot, he tries to counter with a body shot. Right to the body, right to the head from Callum Walsh. Oh, there we go. Vargas lands a long jab. Both of these fighters are long and lean, so no contrast there. But I do like how Walsh mixes up fast combinations to the body and head, or head and body. Oh, very fast on the counter from Callum Walsh. 2-3 from Callum Walsh. Not enough volume from Fernando Vargas Jr. And another single jab. Covers up and tries to get out of the way. Walsh just nice and bouncy on those live feet. Vargas attempted a jab to the body there, single shot. Callum puts together 3 punches. Single right hook, single jab from Vargas. I'm not sure why he doesn't throw combinations, but that just shows me that he doesn't do that in the gym. And again, Vargas leaning over that lead foot makes himself immobile. This is only the 3rd round. I feel like already Vargas is absolutely puzzled. Callum is doing the right thing. He's just being patient. He's not trying to rush things. Less than 30 seconds left here. 3rd round of 10. Does this fight go the distance? What do you guys think? Oh, nice jab. Penetrates. Splits the guard of Fernando Vargas Jr. He is so fast on the counterpunch, Callum. Matt says Walsh has a long fighting style. Exactly. He's got that. He's got really live feet, so he's able to get in and out very smoothly and quickly and efficiently. Right.
You put the pressure on you, you're killing this kid. You gotta get him up, let's go. Just be aggressive, okay? Don't let him back you up. You back him up the whole round. You know you can do that. Alright? So pace, so heavily, back him up, put your combinations together.
Freddie's telling his charge, Callum Walsh, to put the pressure on Vargas Jr. and back him up. Oh, Devin the Runner Haney. Let's see, sorry. Matt says he has your TV low. Yeah, I have it. I'm just turning up the volume between rounds so I can try to hear the cornermen. But I can't stand Max Kellerman. Would Crawford have a major speed advantage versus Canelo? No, I don't think he has a major speed advantage. He might have the footwork advantage in terms of speedy feet initially, but I don't think that's gonna last forever for the entire fight. Reggie says Callum is so poised, 100%. Hello, Chick. Reggie is saying that we'll see a stoppage in the later rounds. I agree, if this continues the way it is going. It just, to me, from what I see from Vargas, it's just that he's not well schooled, and that's not a question of him making adjustments, because he doesn't have the right skill set to adjust to. He might have a lot of heart, he might be well conditioned, but if he doesn't have the skill set, he's not going to be able to do this unless Walsh affords him the opportunity. Maybe by doing this, like standing toe-to-toe with him. Oh, nice jab, body shot from Walsh. He motions to Vargas to keep his hand up. That's funny. I'm not so sure that Walsh wants to get into a war with Vargas, but I do understand why Freddie was calling for him to put pressure on Vargas. Jab body shot from Vargas. Callum should not be dropping his hands though, even if he can get away with it. Nice counter shots from Callum. Single jab from Vargas. Single jabs from Callum. Going for those up jabs now. Yes. Oh, hard counter shots from Callum, including a right hook there. Vargas just likes to peer through that high double guard and lean over his lead foot. That nice low blow from Vargas. Referee tells him to keep him up. Oh, nice shot by Callum Walsh to close the round. Matt says that style makes it hard to see the punches coming too. Can sneak in body hooks. That was perhaps the best round for Vargas. We'll see. You know, if his aggression can overtake Callum Walsh. I think he's saying more punches. Fernando Vargas Sr. Oh, Dana White and Turkey by ringside. That's hilarious. Dana looks so serious and Turkey's mugging for the camera. And then Mr. Beast is 2 seats over, smiling at the camera. Like he doesn't know what the heck is going on. I don't think Mr. Beast knows anything about boxing. Do you? Callum Walsh opening with a nice combination here. Vargas puts up the double high. Misses with that straight left to the body. Double high guard peering at Callum Walsh. Callum should just not, you know, fall into Fernando's rhythm. There we go. He's got 2 body shots off. Comes upstairs. Oh, the unofficial scorecard scorer gave Vargas the last round. Well, just because it was his best round. I could see that. See, Callum is starting to revert into Vargas's style here and throw single jabs, which I don't like to see. He needs to get back to what he does well. Okay, Harvey Dog talks to Vargas about that low right on the belt line / low blow. By standing toe-to-toe, this is not Walsh's strength right here. He definitely should not be fighting with his hands that low, because the distance is not right for that type of fight. Reggie says you wouldn't be shocked if Mr. Beast didn't even know who's in the main event. Or you would be shocked if he knew, rather. Guarantee doesn't know Terence Crawford till this event. Yeah, for sure. Alright, starting to get a little scrappy here. Nice weave under by Callum, and then 2 body shots. Not sure that Callum wants to get in a slugfest with Fernando for exactly this reason. He's starting to eat some shots here. I'm not sure if Freddie wants this to be, you know, a learning experience for Callum on how to stand toe-to-toe with somebody, but I don't know if that's a great tactic. Okay, Doc is speaking to Vargas Jr. again about the low blow. The problem with that is they take the toll anyways, even if Harvey Doc deducts a point. Reggie Watts says, how many times? Well, if he's given him a couple warnings, he could give him another hard warning and then take a point. But, I mean, I've seen it, refs let like 20 low blows go. It's always up to the ref. All right.
You need to get more combos.
Vargas is calling for just 1, 2, 3, you know, combinations, and then this other dude is chiming in, which shouldn't be happening. I don't know why the cut man is poking his torso through the ropes like that. Well, I know why. He wants to be on camera. I can't remember the guy's name, but he used to be at Wildcard. Then I think he opened his own gym in Vegas. All right, Terrence is doing mitts with the kid with the bucket hat. Can't remember that guy's name, but he likes to talk a lot. He just won't shut up. He's almost as talkative as Terrence is not talkative. All right, here we go. Round 6 out of 10. Could Vargas start to steal some rounds away from Callum Walsh? Oh, it looks like Callum is back to using his footwork. I hope he sticks with that strategy. The unofficial scorecard has him up 4 rounds to 1. I mean, I feel like Vargas just can't hold a candle to him in terms of the combinations and the footwork, so I don't know that there's a need for Callum to stand here toe-to-toe with Vargas unless he's trying to prove that he can, but why not just do what he does well? Reggie says that Vargas has had 5 or 6 warnings. Yes, he has had multiple warnings, but yeah, I don't think Callum should not be standing toe-to-toe with this guy. This could come back to bite him in the rear end, as we say. Yeah, I don't like that look. Cute little up jabs from Callum, but he needs to come back with something behind that. Vargas with a 1-2 attempt and a 3 attempt. Again, single jab. So Vargas's dad was calling for more combinations. I don't see that from him. I do wish Callum Walsh would get back to that as well. Here we go with the bouncy footwork from Walsh, which is what he does well. Last minute of the sixth round. Oh, nice 1-2 from Callum Walsh. Vargas attempts a post and a 2. Oh, he lands his jab. That is Vargas. Walsh with a very nice straight 1-2 down the pike, as we say. And then comes back with another 1-2. Nice work from Callum. Oh, very nice counter shot by Callum. Oh, and he gets in his low blow. Oh, you got to give him that one. Why not? Well, Reggie, at least Callum Walsh got one get back. I guess he's down 5 low blows now, right?
Now when you're back in level, we're going to go 2, 3, 4 fight combinations.
Freddie's asking Callum to back Vargas up and throw 2, 3, 4, 5 punches. Alright, I'm going to shut the commentators off. Alright. Didn't get to hear what the corner work in Vargas's corner.
Fernando Vargas Jr. will have fought into a 7.
Matt says he feels Walsh's footwork is slowing down. Yeah, it has slowed down. It's probably one of his strengths, but I don't know if that's because Freddie said he wanted him to push Vargas back. Okay, he's starting to use his footwork a bit better here. Starting to put nice combinations together. Jab, 2 body shots, come back right upstairs. It's nice work from Walsh. But Vargas with his pressure just keeps coming forward. Oh, very nice 1-2 from Vargas. Lands. And another one. This is very interesting. Mainly because it's clear that Vargas has less skills than Walsh, but will his heart alone prevail? Can he win this on pressure and a few low blows? I feel like Vargas needs to keep the volume up. Very nice footwork right there from Walsh. Does he have enough? Does Walsh have enough pop on his punches to really prove a threat to Vargas? I guess we'll find out. We are in the 7th round of 10, watching Callum Walsh versus Fernando Vargas Jr. Thank you guys for joining us on this live stream. This is the co-main event. Next up will be Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Bud Crawford. Okay, both men, Walsh and Vargas, starting to throw just single jabs right now, and single shots. 1 minute remaining in the 7th round. Vargas with a nice 1-2. Callum with a nice 3-punch combination. Lots of jabs from Callum. Not meant to penetrate, but just to occupy Vargas for a bit. I don't really like Walsh dropping his hands all the way down to his thighs. let's hear what Freddie Roach has to say about this.
Every now and again, Walsh will take a break from punching at the head of Vargas. He'll land a shot like that. When you're talking about separation, who can separate these two guys? It's the body shots. Vargas, without giving shots like this back after you land. Both fighters have been nipping to the ebb and flow for this whole fight.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think Freddie was calling for a 1-2-1-2 from Walsh, saying, you know, this guy's yours. You got him. Walsh opens up right away with 1-2, 1-2-3. But here comes Vargas putting together two punches. We are in the 8th round here, so we have 3 rounds to go in this fight. If you're just joining us on this live stream, please say hi so we know who's here with us. I know we have Matt and Reggie. Who else is here? There we go. Walsh starting to get back on those live feet. Body shot, left hand. Oh, and a little flurry there from Fernando Vargas. Doesn't look to me like Callum has a lot of pop on his punches, so his best friend is volume. Not sure I appreciate him having his hands down at his thighs, but the one advantage to that is you can throw very relaxed punches. Problem with that is that you don't have a guard. All right. So Walsh has Vargas backed up a little bit. Walsh trying to throw counter shots here. Vargas with a high double guard, leaning over that lead foot. Throwing his single jab, single uppercut. Walsh tries to come down to the body as well. Here we go in the final half minute of this 8th round. There'll be two rounds remaining for Callum Walsh or Fernando Vargas to suddenly pull off an upset. I'm referring to Fernando Vargas Jr. Oh, nice 1-2 from Callum Walsh. 2-1. 2-1-2. There we go with the 1-2 that Freddie was asking for. And that's the round. Okay, let's see if we can hear what the cornermen say.
And a freaking good fight in front of us, okay? Let's try to put him back. Listen, remember, we get tired of sparring, don't get tired over here, okay? Put him back. Make him everything, my son. Make him walk back, okay?
Well, there's too much talking in the corner. Fernando Vargas Sr.'s talking, the kid with the ice bag is just running his mouth, and the other guy's sticking his body through the ropes, yapping away. And then Vargas Jr. is trying to converse with them. This is crazy. Just chaos. I would hate that if I was the fighter. I just heard a lot of cursing and let's go. I didn't hear any specifics. It's going to take more than just cojones and willingness to win a fight. Oh, and 1-2. The 2 lands right away for Walsh. Then he comes with a jab, straight left to the body, back upstairs. Yeah, Javier's like, yeah, much instruction there. I did hear the pinche and the something else, so I guess he's like excited, right? Anyways, you don't have to translate that for us if you don't want to. Okay, so the unofficial scorecard has Walsh up by 4 rounds. No need for Walsh to stand toe-to-toe with Vargas. I think he can just keep doing what he's been doing. Nice long 1-2s, just like that. Vargas is just standing there with the double high guard, leaning over his front foot, peering at Callum. So I mean, I just feel like Vargas Jr. just doesn't have the skill set to do anything more than apply pressure, which would mean he's got to pick up the volume. Oh my goodness. And Walsh just tees off with about an 8-punch combination there. 1, 2, 3 from Walsh. Another 1, 2, 3. Just fundamentals here. Even though Walsh does like that up jab, I wish he wouldn't drop both hands all the way down like that. Just a bad habit. I'm pretty sure Freddie didn't ask him to do that when they were doing mids. Okay, Vargas starting to come alive here a little bit. Oh, and another low blow. Oh. Nice 3-2 from Walsh versus nice 3-punch combination. Again, Walsh with his hands low. Not a fan of that, but he does come with his combinations. Vargas looks intense, but he's just not being effective. So I think Vargas actually has a few more fights on his resume than Walsh, but he's clearly not as polished, nor does he have as many combinations at his disposal. Here we go. We got one more round of this, and then we're on to the main event, guys. We're almost there. Okay, more chaos in Vargas Jr.'s corner. 3 people yelling at him. Oh my goodness. What garbage is that? That's garbage corner work, guys. Too many people, too many voices. Alright, here we go. Last round of this. Walsh versus Vargas Jr. Oh, Vargas with a nice 1-2. Sounds like they didn't have anything technical to tell him, so they just tried to hype him up. Maybe that'll work. He did land a nice little right uppercut there. But at this point, I feel like Vargas needs a knockout in order to win this fight. And as long as Walsh doesn't do anything really stupid, Vargas should not be able to get that. right, looks like both fighters are going to go for broke here in this final round and throw caution to the wind. Walsh has to be careful that he doesn't throw technique to the wind, because I think Vargas actually has more pop than he does. He just doesn't have the skill set to land it on him at will. Walsh should not be dropping his hands like that. Not like, okay. Nice straight left from Walsh. Vargas is making a miss though. Taking a little steam off of those hooks by leaning back like he does. I'll give him full credit for having the fighting spirit. That is Fernando Vargas Jr. Oh, nice 1-2 from Walsh. I don't see Vargas Jr. winning more than a couple rounds in this fight. He has less than a minute to get a KO. That's about the only way he can get this W. Oh, nice 1-2 from Calvin Walsh. Nice 2 from Calvin Walsh. Comes back upstairs with a hook. 1-2. Oh, nice jab. Pops Vargas' head back. Final 30 seconds of this fight. Very little clinching. Hi, Amir. Good to see you. Thank you. Not sure why Walsh is throwing lead twos, but, or lead left hands, as it were. He could do that if he was fighting an orthodox, but anyways. Here we go, all the way to the final bell. Nice. Vargas all smiles. Vargas goes straight over to Walsh's corner to acknowledge. So Vargas in very high spirits. That's interesting. Yep, Amir, that was the last round of Vargas versus Callum Walsh. Yeah, Matt G, when we first saw Canelo, I think it was versus Cotto's older brother, Jose Miguel, and I remember I was watching it with my neighbor at the time, and he's a real boxing fan, and he kept, like, we'd never seen Canelo before, and he kept saying, no way that guy's Mexican. Saul's he's got a Jewish first name, and he's got bright red hair. What did he say? Something like, somebody was on vacation in Mexico or something like, he's the implication there, but all right, Reggie's saying comfortable Walsh win. Yeah, I can't see it any other way. It's got to be UD Walsh. Oh, this is kind of cool. They're showing us a time lapse of setting up and breaking down the stadium. Wow. Yeah, the crazy thing is Dana White, or not Dana White, but the promotion that Dana heads, they own all aspects. Like they own the people. They set up the cage, right? They don't contract these things out. Okay.
By unanimous decision, still undefeated from Cork, Ireland.
Oh yeah. Undisputed, unanimous decision for Callum. That makes sense.
Not too much suspense. Callum Walsh winning by unanimous decision.
This is the scoring issue.
All right, and Team Vargas comes over to acknowledge Walsh. Reggie says, there's a lot of gingers in South America. There's a legacy of Scottish sailors from generations past. Okay, there we go. My understanding is to be a ginger, that requires 2 recessive genes, right? So it's got to come from both sides the family, which is interesting because I actually know more than a few people who are 1/4 Japanese and they have red hair, like bright red hair. So I don't know, go figure, right? Oh boy, the camera's cutting to Stephen A. Smith and Wiz Khalifa. Tony Gonzalez. Not a football fan, so I don't know who these guys are. Don't know who these guys are either. Sorry. Do any of you guys know who they are? Ah, Tommy Hearns. Throwing punches. Oh Lord, Dave Chappelle. What's he doing with the ripped off sleeve suit? That's horrible. Michael J. Fox. Oh. Hi, Herbie. Well, we're between fights, so the cat decided to take over. Maybe not. All right, I do not want to listen to Mario Lopez and Marky Mark, so yeah, Dave Chappelle looks like he was the Hulk before he came to the event. What is up with that bizarro look where he got a suit and then ripped the sleeves off? Yeah, very technical difficulties. I don't know what Mario Lopez is on, but yeah, his physical appearance has not changed in 2 decades, so I'll leave that to you guys to draw a conclusion. I have seen him in person because he does frequent the boxing gyms in LA, including Wildcard and a couple other places. Yeah, he's sort of a nice guy, but he's really more Hollywood than he is a sincere human being, as far as I can tell. I imagine he's going to look exactly the same 20 years from now, so. Big Dog is asking, when does the Canelo fight start? Yeah, it's supposed to be up next. What time is it? It's 9:20 here, West Coast time. So it's 10:20 in Las Vegas. Hopefully this starts soon. Matt G says, agree, Reggie, too many champions. All right, we are on a break before the main event, Canelo Crawford. All right, does anybody want to weigh in with their final thoughts? Canelo or Crawford, who do you have? Reggie, dang, 5:30 a.m. Sunday morning. You are a dedicated boxing fan, my friend. I don't know that I could get up that early to watch boxing or anything. Reggie says Canelo UD. Okay. I think that's a very fair prediction. Anybody else want to chime in? Who do you got, Big Dog? Who you got, Matt? All right, guys, thanks for joining us. We are waiting for the main event of the evening. Canelo Crawford. We just saw a couple of fairly good fights. Fernando Vargas versus Callum Walsh. Callum Walsh walked away with the unanimous decision victory. Well deserved. Christian Embily versus sorry, I'm blanking on the other fellow's name. Turned out to be a draw, which is fair, I think, which means that Embily retains his bizarro belt, the WBC interim silver, whatever the heck that means. It's just one of those minor belts that you can then justify throwing that person in for a title fight. Okay. Matt says Crawford is moving up weight divisions, but they are the same height and Crawford has a longer reach. Alright, but he just hasn't grown into, he didn't even get a chance to grow into 154, let alone 160, 168. But yes, he does have a big frame. Canelo actually does not have a big frame for that weight. I think Ryan Garcia is taller than him, so. On a side note, does anybody know what this ad is about for this Cash App ad with the Asian kid and his guess his father and another kid holding some vegetable or something? Anyways. Have any of you guys visited Las Vegas? I think last time I was there was maybe the beginning of the year. I mean, the nice thing about Las Vegas is that you never really have to plan anything too much in advance other than where you're gonna, like, having a place to stay. You could in fact not even do that and just find a cheap hotel if you don't mind that, but you don't have to plan about how you're gonna entertain yourself, because there's just literally free live entertainment all over the place. Alright, so here's one thing I will comment on. At least all the commentators are wearing a tie and a dress shirt and a jacket. One of my least favorite guys, Mike Coppinger. Let's see, in order of least favorite. Okay, Lopez is at the bottom, then Coppinger, then Kriegel, and then I don't know who is that Antonio Tarver? Alright, so why are they all dressed like men in black? Was that planned? Lopez is the only one with not a white shirt? Kind of weird. Alright. Yes. Oh, thanks for joining us. Don't go to Vegas without lots of money. Well, yeah. I think like whenever I go to the casinos, I have to have a budget that I'm willing to lose, and then that's that, right? Matt says Las Vegas is very fun and super hot. It is indeed super hot. There's times when I just don't even want to go outside. I just want to stay inside the AC. Reggie says, I didn't get any ads. Huh. Just stock footage of Canelo and Crawford for 2 minutes. Interesting. Wonder why that is. I guess that's the Netflix app where you're at. Okay, and is that Nico Ali Walsh trying to live stream what's going on in Crawford's change room? Okay, now he has his own cut man who's applying Vaseline to him. Reggie says they're dressed like pallbearers. They're going to mourn Crawford's career. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, we got John Anik with a black jacket, white dress shirt, and black tie. Very weird. Huh. I wonder, there has to be a reason for that, because that's just, there's no way they all dress like that by coincidence, right? But that is funny, Reggie, they're pallbearers. Okay. The only one who didn't get the memo was Mario Lopez. He didn't wear his white shirt. Oh well. So they're saying Alvarez is the minus 170. Crawford's plus 140. And it's minus 370 to go the distance. Matt G says Canelo's the Undertaker. That's funny. It's funny to me that they're able to advertise gambling now on sports. It's kind of weird. They used to be like a big, like, no, right? Like it's a dirty secret that people bet on sports. So we're just never going to talk about it. And now they're just absolutely capitalizing on it by getting sponsorship from DraftKings and whatnot. Machi says it's very annoying, honestly. Okay, here we go. We got 3 minutes of ads to tolerate. I guess Reggie's just watching 3 minutes of stock footage or something. I don't know. All right, guys. Not much I can do about this. Ads constantly. Any other thoughts on boxing or UFC? Reggie says the sports betting culture in the US is puzzling to me. It's so normal in the UK. Well, oh yeah, okay, you got 3 minutes of stock footage. Well, we're getting an ad for Stranger Things on Netflix. Now we're getting an ad for the Aura ring. Like I said, I prefer the Whoop. Yeah, the gambling culture here in the US, it's almost like, tell me if it's the same in the UK, but the on the street illegal gambling, like not even on sports, like what we call the numbers, which is sort of parallel to, I guess, lotto. You know, I don't know if that started in Harlem, New York, or maybe Chicago somewhere, but they have what they call numbers holes where bets get put in, and then numbers runners. So for example, you could bet on one number only, like a single digit, so you'd have a 1 in 10 chance of winning. You could bet on, most commonly people do the pick 3, so you pick 3 digits, so you got a 1 in 1,000 chance of winning, right? But the illegal on the street numbers pay 50-50. So if you bet $1 on these 3 digits and it comes up, you will win not $1,000, but you win 500. Now, if you play that same game and bet $1 through the legal state-run, so if I'm in the state of California, there's this, the state of California runs this, right? Every state has the right to run their lotto system. Okay, so, but they only would pay out $400 instead of $500 if I bet $1 on a 3-digit number. So you're better off, you get a better payout if you do it illegally, right? The other thing with the illegal numbers is that you can bet as low as a nickel, which means you could then spread out your bets, right? Like you could bet on way more 3-pick numbers than just, I think if you do it legally, I'm not sure if the minimum is 50 cents or $1, but you know, if you're allowing people to only bet a nickel, like, anyways. The other thing is, it's way more convenient because the numbers runners come to you. I don't know if they still do this, but they used to have triplicate forms, like white, yellow, pink, and so they take down what numbers you want to bet and how much. They give you one sheet as your receipt. They keep one and they hand one into the numbers hole, right? Anyways, and then it's their job, of course, if you win, to come deliver your winnings to you. So it's like super convenient. It's more convenient than you having to go somewhere and place your bet, because these number runners, they want your business, right? So they're going to give you good service. All right. Anyways, enough about that. Matt says, I'm super interested in Diego's next opponent after this, and as an Aljo fan, would love to see Aljo versus Diego. Interesting matchup. Reggie Watt says, there is no illegal gambling culture in the UK. Really? Interesting. I guess because legal gambling is so prevalent, there's no real market for it. Oh, how interesting. Now, as far as sports betting goes, that's a whole separate thing that definitely there's a strong, illegal sports betting culture here in the U.S. That I know nothing about, just other than it exists, and that people have told me, people I've crossed paths with have told me, yeah, this guy's a bookie, whatever. Yeah, I couldn't tell you anything about that, about if the odds are better or this or that. But Reggie, super interesting. So, yeah, in New York State, there used to be something called off-track betting, OTB, and that's where you'd have to go do it legally. There were always really skeevy places, and then now I think they went out of business. I don't know if it's because it's just easier to do it online. So the brick and mortar places went out of business. I don't know what that is. There's been talk in New York of trying to have a casino, but that just has never happened yet. So the diehard gamblers in New York City got to trek out to Atlantic City, which I don't enjoy Atlantic City at all. Way overpriced, pretty scummy at this point. Not pleasant. In other words, at one point it used to be like an East Coast version of Los Angeles, but it's just fallen so far from then. Where else could you go to gamble? Oh, you could go up north a little bit to Connecticut, but either way, you gotta travel a couple hours to get to a legit casino in New York, and I mean, it's nothing like Las Vegas. Let's just put it that way. Reggie says basically every city in the UK has at least one casino. They're nowhere near as grandiose or stylized as they are in the US, though. Interesting. Yeah, you know, in Montreal, Quebec, where Embily is from, and Mark Ramsey and Arthur Beterbiev, you better not be a gambler in Montreal, because they literally have slot machines like freaking everywhere, from my understanding. Like, you could go to your laundromat and there'll be a slot machine, or the grocery store, and they're all legally allowed to be there. But if you've got an addiction, you're in deep trouble, because there's just way too many slot machines all over the place in Montreal, and I'm sure that generates quite a bit of income for the province of Quebec. All right, here we go. We're now starting to build up the main event. They're showing us a shot of the stadium. 65,000 people. Now here's the thing. This is a win-win for Crawford, because if he loses, he can say, hey, I dared to be great. If he loses, he's still getting paid. I don't know what he negotiated as far as, you know, his piece of the action, but 65,000, Crawford's never ever going to fight in front of a crowd of 65,000. He's not a draw card. All right, Adam Jones and Danny Carey, Tool. Okay, I'm not really familiar with this band, but let's give them a listen. That's funny. It's a metal band in celebration of Mexican Independence Day. Who knew? Matt says, no other casino or arena can really replicate Las Vegas. So true. I'm surprised it's taking this long to get sports teams there. Reggie says there's a bunch of sports teams in Vegas. Matt, there's 2, and I think an NBA team will be soon. Yeah, so we got the Raiders. Is it the Raiders? Got the hockey team, football. They have baseball? Basketball? Is that what they're missing? Okay, so are they going to play the national anthem? Oh, here we go. Oh, is this why Mark Anthony was there? With the mariachi band? Very cool. Well, he knows how to get that crowd hyped up. Give him that. Right. The Oakland Raiders, yeah, I used to really like that. Like the logo and everything. And they had kind of that bad boy image. Javier says it's like a festival and a fight. Yeah, for sure. I have no idea how far Allegiant Stadium, where this is taking place, how far this is from the Strip. So you know, when they have the fights at the MGM Grand, then people get to stream out right away and go party in Vegas. But I mean, I can't imagine what it's going to be like to try to exit this stadium. It looks jam-packed to me. Wow. Even the cheap seats are filled. Have no idea how much tickets were for this fight, but again, with Dana White and company running the whole production side of this, you know, much better job than boxing can do. Meaning, much better job than PBC, Top Rank, or Golden Boy can do. And I gotta say that, you know, the stream has been great via Netflix, so knock on wood, right, that it doesn't start jamming up for the main event, but the stream thus far has been excellent quality. Like, what do you guys think? Is it coming through clear for you? I mean, Reggie sadly has to miss out on all her lovely ads, but as long as you're getting a clear, steady stream, I think that's the most important, right? Especially for a fight where you miss half a second and you can miss the KO. Wow, quite the crowd in Vegas. And the other thing I like about this production is they don't just have that annoying single camera long shot just focused on the ring while nothing's happening. At least we got some live camera shots here to break the monotony. I wonder if they're going to make him drag the song out if they need to buy more time. This is also cool that they gave the audience, I guess, these glow sticks or whatever to... Are they glow sticks that they gave them to create that red and white pattern? Alright, are we about to get underway here? The walkway is getting lit up. Crawford's holding a guitar case? For what? Okay, this is kind of weird. Alright, this is different. We are watching Terrence Bud Crawford walk out with a guitar case. And of course, surrounded by security. Reggie says, as long as Turkey retains an interest in combat sport, I think Netflix will be the home of these super fights. Interesting. Turkey seems to be in bed with TKO. Yes, for sure. They just announced next year's WrestleMania will be in Saudi Arabia, courtesy of His Excellency. Holy cow, that's a big move. It's almost like, oh, I like combat sports. I want to buy combat sports. I'll pay you crazy money to bring it over here. Okay, fine. Dave says Diego's next fight should be versus Volkanovski. Herbie, do you agree? Yes or no? I don't know. Alright, and Terrence Bud Crawford has just entered the ring. Did you guys catch what that guitar case was for? Totally did not get that. Kellerman always just talks about, like, narrative. He just doesn't talk about the boxing. Here's the problem with Max Kellerman. He made his bones by being able to memorize facts, like facts about who fought who, when, where, what. But he's not an analyst, so he can't analyze anything. He just makes up these narratives and runs with it. Matt says, I think they're going to give the next shot at Volk to Lerone Murphy. Well, Lerone did call him out after he welcomed Aaron Pico to the UFC. I'm so glad he did that. I'm not an Aaron Pico fan. Big Dog, what's my prediction? Canelo. I mean, 3 weight class jump is just too much. Reggie's saying, who the hell are all these goofs in and around the ring? What a farce. I'm not sure. Are you referring to the guys in Canelo's corner, or maybe you're getting a different camera feed than I'm getting? Okay, and as expected, the crowd is about to go crazy. Haas says Canelo gonna fold this welterweight. Well, basically that's in essence the summary of my breakdown, but please do give my breakdown a listen. It's really long, I know. If I have time, I will make chapters. Big Dog says, I hope you're right, but I'm not sure. It's 50-50. I think it's going to be close. I think the main way it could be close is if one of the fighters decides they're going to make it boring and do a Devin Haney. But Reggie says, not the cornerman, the double denim warriors back in the ring. Oh gosh, that guy. This guy in the red cap behind Crawford. Yeah, I did spot him. There are a couple more too. Okay, cool. Huh, yeah, I have no idea. Umberto, hello, welcome. We are watching Canelo Crawford. We're waiting for Canelo's entry. And here we go with the mariachi band. Does anybody recognize this tune? Dave Murphy says Murphy would be a legit fight. I think Diego wins. Huh, okay. Off the top of my head, Dave, I can't recall enough about either Lerone or Diego to make a valid prediction on that one. All right, there's the mariachi band. The lights go down. They are drawing this out. And here's the mariachi band again. Do you guys recognize this tune? Welcome to this live stream. We are watching Terrence Bud Crawford take on Saul Canelo Alvarez. I think it's pretty cool the way they gave the audience red, green, and white glow sticks, maybe? Anyways. Matt says, that would be a pretty good fight. I think Diego could surprise Lerone with a few takedowns. Dave says, although Manchester fighters have good momentum right now. Interesting point. Okay, here we have Canelo making his walk. So he's not carrying a guitar case. Did anybody catch what the heck the point of that was? I mean, isn't the old cliche that, you know, gangsters carry their machine guns in guitar cases or something? All right, Reggie says they're neutral colored bracelets. They have LEDs that light up. Oh, I see. That's very cool in predetermined sequences. That's very cool, Reggie. I didn't know such a thing existed, but that is so cool. Huh.
And he's fighting the much smaller man, at least a man who got to jump
Oh my God, Max Kellerman, you are so irritating. I don't know if Max thinks he's like one of these poetic boxing commentators that's gonna mesmerize us with this like diatribe, but it's just really pretentious and annoying. Matt G says, I can't believe Canelo fought almost 70 times. Yeah, well, you know, he's been doing this 2/3 of his life, fighting professionally. Boxing, period, even like more than that, right? Because he turned pro at 15, he's now, what, 35? So 20 years out of 35, that's basically 2/3. Yeah, a lot of pro fight time for sure, you know. And he moved up naturally starting at 140, so yeah, hi from Herbie the cat. All right, Canelo acknowledges the crowd. We're getting an ad for VMC tequila cocktails. I don't know. Have any of you guys tried one of those? I don't drink, but I've just noticed that the whole pre-canned mixed drink thing is a trend now, so you don't even have to bother mixing your own drink. You can just buy the whole thing already mixed. I don't know if that's good or bad, or like, do they mix in really low quality alcohol with mixer and then put it in a can? Well, that wasn't really an ad, it was just a kind of sidebar ad. Like, it didn't take over the whole screen, just like a third of it for a moment. All right, now they're doing all the pre-fight stats. Bud is 2 years older, 1 inch taller. They weighed in the same at 167.5, and Bud has a 4.5 inch reach advantage, supposedly. Well, Reggie, the double denim guy is making up for his lack of height with that white hat, I suppose. Big Dog says, yeah, but they're not very strong. Yeah, they suck. Yeah, they probably use like low-grade alcohol to mix in there. I don't know. Matt G, when I drink, I don't like those canned seltzers. Tequila is nice. Huh. Big Dog says it's better to mix your own. Yeah, I would think so. I guess it's part of the whole convenience culture thing. Like, it's too difficult for me to mix a drink, so I'm gonna have to buy it pre-mixed. I don't know. Personally, if I did drink, it would probably be 2 ingredients, the alcohol, and then the mix, right? I don't know. So, how hard could that be? If you don't want it as strong, just add more of the other stuff. If you want it stronger, add more alcohol. Anyways. Reggie says, suddenly the arena really has got that big fight feel. It looks incredible. Yeah, see, this is where Dana White's production team shines, because they know how to capture all of that. And whoever's doing this, whoever's producing this, knows how to cut from one camera, like the long shot right here, to the close-in camera shots, right? Right tight in the guys in the ring. Very cool. Yeah, so by doing that, they really know how to build it up. Oh, we got Marky Mark right there. Somebody's got to help Bomac. No, I'm not fat shaming. Oh, that's why they had the VMC, because they're a sponsor. Canelo's got VMC tequila or whatever the heck on his shirt, so yeah. You best believe Canelo's making quite a bit of money, not just the purse, not just a piece of the gate, not just a piece of something from Netflix for no pay-per-view, and then sponsors, right? Oh. She says it's very simple, ha ha ha. And the seltzers are so low alcohol, you have to drink too many to feel anything. Yeah, that sounds like a ripoff. All right, so they are announcing Bud Crawford, 41-0. Is he wearing lavender gloves? Did you guys know that it's like an old school thing that pink is a bad luck color for boxing? That's gone completely ignored by the younger generation because a lot of these young fighters love the color pink. Big Dog says, every time I drink tequila, I black out and don't remember anything, LOL. The problem with tequila is it's too smooth, right? Matt G says, Woodley got knocked out in pink. Interesting. Oh, was that when he fought Voldemort? Alright, somebody's definitely got to help Bomac with his lack of weight loss. That is going to take a toll on his overall health. Matt G says, it happens to me with dark liquor. Interesting. Dark liquor, like dark rum or something? Yeah, I don't know why I remember one of the very first things one of the trainers in Gleason's gym told me that, yeah, pink is a bad luck color for boxing, so nobody wears it. But, oh, Maggie says, yes, dark rum. Yeah, I can't drink rum, or I haven't been able to for a long time. Or we got Canelo making faces in his corner. I wonder how much VMC is paying him to wear that on his shirt. Reggie says, gonna say when nobody wants to. Do either of these guys retire on a win tonight? Interesting. I think Canelo still has more to give, and I think Terrence does as well. So I don't think either one is done after this. Yeah, Terrence has had an interesting career. You notice that every time he moves up in a weight, he gets to immediately. His debut at a new weight is a title challenge. There's not too many fighters that can say that. So, in spite of him sort of having a chip on his shoulder about how boxing has treated him, I mean, like literally every time he moved up a weight division, he got to jump right in and challenge for a title. So, what's that about, you know? Reggie says I could see Crawford retiring if he wins. Yeah, that's true, that does make sense. But I mean, I would like to see him go back to 154 and fight Boots Ennis. 2 switch hitters. See, that to me is more of a mega fight than him jumping out of his regular weight division to take on Canelo Alvarez. I mean, it's the payday. Alright, so interesting, of course, Bud, I shouldn't say of course, but comes out in southpaw. I mean, I explained why in my breakdown. And notice Bud's, the distance of how far apart Bud's feet are versus Canelo's. There, Canelo goes with that lean back. Constantly shifting guards here is Canelo. A couple of single jabs, throwaway jabs from Bud. Tries to do the parry jab. That is Bud. Canelo content to follow Bud around the ring. Stand right in front of him. Does his little lean back shift. Lots of upper body movement from Canelo. Crawford moving around a little bit on the outside. Just threw a measuring jab. Canelo misses with a 1-2. Canelo throwing a few throwaway jabs, not meant to land. Oh, it comes in with a hard one too. Hard 3 to the body from Canelo. Terrence moves around laterally, throws a 1-2-3. Last minute of the opening round. Solid right hand from Canelo. Double jab right hand to the body from Canelo. Those are really double jab feints because they weren't intended to land. Just a way for him to get to the right hand to the body. Another throwaway jab, then hard. Not quite overhand right, but not a straight right either. Series of jabs and a straight left from Terrence. One, two from Canelo. Crawford tags him with a jab, and Canelo comes right back. And that's the round. There we go, first round out of the way for Canelo Crawford. Matt G says, "What's the time on the fight?" Sorry, I'll say it next time. As soon as the round starts. Reggie says, "Why do Bud's gloves look so big compared to Canelo's?" I'll have to take a look at what brand they are.
Make sure when you throw your jab, throw it to the hand. Throw it to his hand. And see if you're close enough to throw the double jab. All right?
They're telling Crawford to throw a double jab to Canelo's hand.
Crawford's coming behind the triple jab, landed a nice clean shot.
That was a nice hook.
The side of the chin of Canelo.
By Crawford. It depends on the brand of gloves. It looks to me like Canelo's fighting with Venoms, but I'm not sure. Or maybe, no, I apologize. I would think Canelo's fighting with his own brand. No Boxing, No Life, maybe. And I believe Crawford is sponsored by Everlast, if I'm not mistaken. So I think he's fighting up with Everlast. I don't know if he's fighting with the ones that I like, which are the MX Everlast. Oh, starting to close distance here. Canelo misses with that right, but is starting to land those jabs. Nice little check hook from Canelo, and he follows Terrence across the ring. There we go, Terrence using his feet to get around. Oh, gotta turn Kellerman off. Sorry. Alright, Terrence with those probing jabs. Canelo just keeps his guard up. Small little shuffle steps from Canelo to keep Terrence Crawford right in front of him. Terrence escapes the corner by cutting out laterally. Nice. Jab right hand to the body from Canelo. Oh, Bud's jab penetrates Canelo's guard. Canelo comes back with a left body shot. Again, Crawford using a lot of lateral movement to move around as Canelo backs him up. So Canelo's backing him up towards the corner of the ropes, and then Bud will cut out. Here, let's see if he does it right there. I apologize. So I'm at 53, 52, 51 as far as the timing goes. Yeah, agreed, Matt. By Canelo targeting the body, he's hoping to slow Crawford down. Oh, nice counter right by Canelo. Simultaneous counter. Lots of jittery motions from Crawford. Oh, nice jab from Canelo. Nice jab by Crawford. Canelo falls short with that 2 off the 1-2. I think Canelo's starting to get a good read on the distance. Matt G said, I think it's 15 seconds behind, so not bad. Reggie Watts, I'm convinced they're wearing different size gloves. That would be totally illegal. So I don't think the Nevada State Commission would do that. I assume that Canelo is wearing his own brand of gloves, but I'll try to take a closer look.
You have to give more. You have to get there.
You ready to go?
All right. I wasn't able to hear much corner work. Why are we looking at... Oh, never mind. Okay, here we go. Round 3, 256, 55, 54, 53, 52. All right. That was just my time count for Matt. All right, here we go. Terrence is probably going to stay southpaw, mainly because that means his power hand is his reverse punch, and he's going to want to maximize his power versus a much bigger Canelo. Okay, this is interesting because we're starting to get the fight at closer distance here. Canelo's got to keep that double high guard up for protection. Opens up with a left hook right hand. Crawford's able to penetrate with his jab and then pivot out around to the side, but Canelo catches him with a straight right as Crawford tries to exit out. Canelo using his upper body movement there to try to avoid punches. Ooh, big overhand left from Canelo. Jab and then a right to the body from Canelo, which doesn't land solid. Crawford navigating around the perimeter here. Very predictable. Crawford trying to feint to the head and then go down to the body with his jab. Canelo just opens up with a lead left body shot. Alvarez still follows Crawford around. Doesn't quite get his overhand right to land. Oh, double jab right hand from Canelo. Bud misses his little counter shot there. 50 seconds left. Crawford with a couple throwaway double jab. What I like about this fight is they're not getting caught up in the jab cancellation between a righty and a lefty. Oh, nice counter from Bud as Canelo came down to the body. Bud got off 2 counter shots to the head. Oh, Canelo, nice jab right to the body. Fundamental, but properly timed and distance properly gauged. 4 seconds left. Bud moving around laterally, and that's the round. All right. Reggie says, I know they won't be really different ounce. Haha, just the size difference is so glaring to me. It looks so odd. I don't remember ever noticing it in a fight before. Yeah, I mean, buds look like pillows. I don't know I mean, he could literally get Everlast to custom make him gloves. So I don't know what the logic behind that was, but
Always, listen, he's coming back to you. He's not coming back. He's coming back to you right now.
Irvin Magic Johnson.
okay. So I couldn't quite make out what Canelo's corner was saying. Something about Crawford not coming back or something to him. Matt says Bud's doing really solid work. Reggie says very cagey opening. Yep. Okay, then we have Canelo with that lean back. Now we got Bud starting to open up. Landing some jabs here on Canelo. Canelo double guard body, but he's getting caught. Getting caught with those jabs. Canelo left to the body, left upstairs, right hand. Ooh, Canelo again is getting caught with a straight left from Bud. Bud doing a lot of lateral movement. Canelo's had Crawford in the corner, but Crawford just uses lateral movement to get out. Canelo with a 1-2. Again, Canelo with the jab, then right hand to the body. Crawford is starting to open up now. He just landed some straight lefts. Nice jab from Canelo. Bud comes right back with his jabs. Oh, thanks, Herbie. Straight right from Canelo lands. Bud comes right back with the jab. Canelo goes right to the body with that left, then comes back upstairs. One, 2-2 from Canelo. Oh, Bud with the overhand left. Nice sharp jab. Canelo keeps Crawford right in front of him, moves right along with him. Very disciplined footwork here. Nice 1-2 from Canelo. And Bud dances away smiling. Still smiling as he sits down.
See exchange from both fighters. That left hook that Canelo's been landing. Uppercut from Terrence Crawford. A 2-3 piece of Terrence Crawford. Letting Canelo know you cannot reach for me without me trying to teach you a lesson. And that was the best function of the fight thus far. Crawford took it well, but Canelo starting to find a home for the right hand as Terrence Crawford is in the southpaw stance.
Two clean right hands upstairs from Canelo, particularly.
Yeah, was the Majimov okay. Oh no, Voldemort. All right, Voldemort's brother, whatever. Yeah, exactly. So I think that Canelo's cornerman was asking him to throw that straight right. And then something about, it looked like he was indicating then come back down to the body, but I'm not sure. Reggie says, great round for Crawford, but do you have to feel he would need a few clear cut rounds like that to be comfortable going to the judges against Darling Canelo? Well, Crawford's really going to have to show some dominance for sure, yeah. Wow, so the unofficial scorecard has Crawford winning 40-36 at this point. Not sure I agree with that at all, but right. Canelo's being very, very disciplined behind the high double guard. Nice right hand and then lean back to avoid the counter. Very sophisticated. Oh, nice counter left by Crawford. Nice movement by Crawford. Throwing some throwaway punches here just to occupy the space. All these little jabs, and then he throws an actual jab to land. Nice work by Bud. And then Canelo comes back with a jab to the head, right to the body. That seems to be a bit of a theme. Alvarez with that straight right. Alvarez with that left to the body. Bud using that terrific footwork to just go lateral, get himself out of the tight spots. Guillotine. Crawford lifts him up. Yeah, it is weird hearing John Anik. I've got the sound turned down low. I can't stand Max Kellerman's voice, so I don't get to listen to anybody. All right, there we go. 5 rounds, 7 to go. Looks like the unofficial guy wants to give every round to Crawford thus far.
Everything okay? Everything okay? Listen, he had to win round by round, right? Sí. Is it? Please come back to the guard as soon as possible. When you have to give him a short distance, you cannot forgive him. You have to inflict damage, okay? Just like we did. And come back as soon as you possibly do. And you have to protect him.
Okay, didn't understand that.
Great. Yeah, he's trying to get underneath you. You see that?
Alright, you can't really hear Crawford's corner either because he's not mic'd up. Oh my god, we got Deontay Wilder. Oh well. Okay, here we go. 6th round. Almost at the halfway point here. Bud right away with the double jab, straight left. Bud starting to open up here. 2-3-2 for Bud. Canelo's just staying disciplined, staying right on top of him. Double high guard. Goes right down to the liver with that left shot. Oh, Crawford knocks his head back with a straight left. Canelo continues with his high double guard, small steps, goes straight down to the liver there. They clinch up in the corner. Ref separates him. Crawford's confidence has to be growing now. Crawford Throwaway jabs, then he touches the body. Canelo tries to come back upstairs with a check left hook. Canelo with a 1-2. Not sure if Bud is smiling or he's just got his mouth open, but at this point, Bud could be winning on volume and optics. Oh, Canelo tries for a hard right uppercut to the body. Missed with a hard right upstairs. Bud is throwing a lot of probing jabs, then he mixes them up in terms of the target. Canelo with the left shot to the body. Bud complains about it being low. Ref asks Canelo to keep it up, and Canelo agrees. Yeah, Reggie, I agree. Crawford is having fun. Canelo looks very serious, but I mean, he always does, doesn't he? All right, double high guard from Canelo. Bud throwing a series of jabs here. Canelo comes back with a 1-2 to the body. Canelo misses with that overhand right, then does a lean back to avoid the counter. Well, we could say that Bud is up ahead at this point. Final seconds of this 6th round. I would say Crawford's ahead. But again, if you did check out my breakdown, well, I'm not going to pat myself on the back, but okay, and then hard jab counter from Canelo right at the end of the round. Trying to listen him in on the corner.
So you have to be more active. When he gets it, you have to connect. So whenever you get in there, you just get to the body. Okay, sir. All right. Get to that body.
Reynoso is acting Canelo to be more active and get to the body.
Canelo had a great 5th round, and Terence Crawford knew he had to make a stand in this 6th round. That shot got Canelo's attention.
Yeah, Reggie, Crawford is using Everlast. I don't think he's using the MX brand Everlast. I don't know. I mean the MX line. And so some of Everlasts can be kind of puffy. Oh, hard right hand from Canelo. Nope, they start to clinch up. We are in the 2nd half of the fight. Oh, 2 body shots from Crawford. Nice work. Series of jabs from Crawford. Canelo tries to come back with the left to the body. Again, the lead left to the body from Canelo. Crawford is penetrating Canelo's double high double guard. Here we go. Crawford's starting to pull away here in terms of volume. Ooh, Canelo misses with that overhand right. Right hand from Canelo. Doesn't land flush. His overhand right doesn't land flush. Again, Canelo opens with that lead left to the liver. Crawford with a jab to the body, jab to the body. Another jab to the body by Crawford. Then lots of lateral movements.
He looks very comfortable inside right now.
Canelo following Crawford around. They're telling us, according to the stats, that Crawford has outlanded Canelo, but okay, here we are in the second half of this fight. Crawford dancing around the ring a little bit just to get around. Yes, agreed, Matt. He's winning the fight right now. Canelo just threw a single overhand right. I'm not sure if he's getting a little bit frustrated, but he's got to get his composure back and focus on what he needs to do to win this fight. All right, that overhand right was legit. A good attempt to stop Crawford from moving in that direction. Stinging jab lands for Crawford. All right, still have Crawford ahead here.
How you feel? Good? Hey, you don't gotta get to no firefight with him, okay? You just keep boxing that motherfucker. He's gonna get desperate, and you're gonna be able to run him into something, okay? Just keep boxing him. If you stop and you're looking for something, get on the ball of that back foot so your screen can be better, so you got a little bit more snap on your punches. Good. Good.
All right, Bomax telling Crawford just keep boxing.
1, 2, and put your hand in it. Listen, you have to, now, you have to make sure that you're up there. Listen, we came to win. Listen, you have to put cards, and we have a lot of freaking heart.
Right, Reynoso's telling something, Canelo, we can't win. I don't know, I think the translation falls a little short. But, anyways. Hello, thank you for joining us from Brazil, watching Canelo Crawford. Right now, Crawford is winning this fight. So here we are in round 8. We have 5 more rounds. Canelo's got to get it together if he wants to win this fight. Ooh, nice straight right from Canelo. Again, he goes with his left to the body. Oh, and Crawford is moving right around Canelo. Canelo with the straight right. Canelo with a 1-2 to the body. 2 upstairs for Canelo. Nice sharp jab from Crawford. Crawford's doing a lot of backing up, but then he is able to move around Canelo. Canelo again opens with that lead liver shot. Nice straight right from Canelo, but Crawford's footwork is keeping him out of trouble at this point. Sean is saying Bud is winning. Yep, for sure. Hi, Kashmiri. Welcome to the live stream. Nice sharp jab from Bud. Oh, nice overhand right from Canelo. Liver shot, right hand from Canelo. Last minute of the 8th round. Canelo has a whizzer. Bud has the underhook. Bud with a little stinging jab. Starts to continually move around. Now Canelo clinches. Bud's trying to punch with the free hand. Alvarez using a lot of upper body motion, Follows Crawford around, but he needs to let go with his hands a little more. That's the round. All right, Canelo better dig deep here.
It's interesting right there. The end of that round, Terence Crawford looked at Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez extended his glove. Terence Crawford didn't block.
On that back toe, and you got that little rhythm. You got an upper body movement, okay? All right? Because he gonna come with the wide shit. He gonna come with the wide shit. He go wide, you go to the body like you did. No deep breaths. What you got, coach?
Okay, Bomac is predicting that Canelo's going to start opening up and going wide, so he wants Bud to go to the body in those moments.
We work a lot, good counters. You have to keep it close, keep it tight, keep your right hard. And you have to give more combos, more to the body.
All right, Reynoso is calling for more combinations, more to the body. At least that's what the translator said, anyways. All right, Jordan, thank you. Appreciate you joining us from Brazil. All right, guys, well, my prediction could turn out to be wrong, but opened up with some nice hard shots right there. Canelo trying to get to the body, but Bud is really comfortable right there. Wow, Bud is completely opening up. No respect. Good for him. Some nice hard jabs. He moves around. Canelo again goes to the body. Has Bud against the ropes. Bud's complaining about a headbutt, I think. Ref calls time. The ref says we got a cut. If this gets stopped in a cut, I think Bud's going to win this. Okay, so it's accidental headbutt.
There was always the chance of this. Southpaw orthodox.
All right. Here we go. That break in the action didn't favor Canelo, that's for sure. Okay, comes back with a hard right. Now Bud goes to the body. Bomac was correct in that Canelo's starting to really open up because he knows he's not winning this fight. Nice double jab from Bud. Matt says, oh my God, Canelo's throwing hands. Sean James says, Canelo is gassed, oh my God. I guess that's why Reynoso was reminding him that he has heart. Canelo has to put him together, though, if he wants to have a chance of winning this fight. Bud is having fun in there, getting a little bit cute. Nice single jab from Canelo, but he needs more than that. Less than a minute to go here. Now Bud's just starting to dance around. Canelo tries the 1-2, but Triumph just exits out. Comes back with a 4-punch combination. Shakes his head at Canelo. And Bud closes around with a jab to the head, straight left to the body. All right, let's hear.
This is a moment where Terrence Crawford stood his ground and got his respect from Canelo Alvarez. That's the range that everybody said he can't fight in. Everybody said that he has to fight the perfect fight, and he can't allow Canelo Alvarez to touch his chin at all. He's been hit, he's taken well, and he's given just as much, and in many cases, more than what he's taken in certain spots.
You have to get out and come back. You know how to defend yourself. You need to get like, all right, listen, we have 3 rounds to do this thing, to blow them up, all right? Listen, you have to strike them really, really hard.
Okay, I didn't really understand what Reynoso was trying to tell him to try really hard. I mean, but I think something was lost in translation there. It looked like Reynoso was motioning for Canelo to keep his double high guard up and like body shift to get inside. I don't know. All right, lead left body shot from Canelo right there. Big 1-2. Yeah, right now the ringside person has Crawford winning 88-83. We are in the 10th round. Canelo has 3 rounds to try to eke out a victory here against Terrence Bud Crawford. Oh, beautiful defensive movement there by Canelo, but that's not going to win. Nice 1-2, overhand, right by Canelo. Bud comes back with a penetrating jab. 5-punch combination from Bud. Nice right hand from Canelo, but Bud is just winning the volume battle here. Definitely winning the footwork battle. Nice. The thing is, even if Bud isn't throwing hard shots, he's throwing more volume. And so optic-wise, it definitely looks like he's winning the round. Okay, hard jab from Canelo, snaps Terrence's head back. Terrence starts to move around the ring. Puts himself in the corner, but then clinches to get out of the corner. Turns Canelo, pushes him off. Right, Canelo sometimes gets disinterested when people start moving around the ring like this. Witness his fight with William School. Less than a minute to go here in the 10th round. Bud just having fun here, moving around the ring. Terrence cuts one way, then back the other way. Canelo tries to make this a rough and tumble fight here. Got the overhook. Oh, let's go. Oh, nice 4-punch combination by Bud. Bud back on his bike to move around. They clinch up. Nice hard jab. And that's the round. Well, at this point, looks like an upset for Terrence Bud Crawford. Now here's the thing though, I could see an argument for giving Canelo more rounds than perhaps we think he deserves to win based on the quality of his punches. But optically it looks like Bud's winning simply because he's moving more, he's picking his shots and landing more combinations. Now whether they're effective or not, that's another story. 70,000 butts in the seat at Legion Stadium. Matt, agreed. He does get frustrated, and Sean, agreed. Volume is too low. He's really got to pick it up in these last 2 rounds. Wow, Crawford's not afraid to stand there in the pocket and trade. A little, now we're getting some toe-to-toe action and a little bit of grappling mixed in. Canelo throws 1, Bud responds with 4.
I just think that Crawford is answering the bell. Whenever Canelo does something, Crawford one-ups him.
Wow. All right. Well, guys, my prediction was wrong here. Now Bud starts to move around the ring. Oh, nice overhand left by Canelo, but he gets his head snapped back by Bud. Oh, nice little right uppercut, or sorry, left uppercut, right hand by Canelo. Big right hand. He's only got a few minutes to go here. Not sure what that was about, the disinterest there. Oh, nice 1-2 from Canelo. He's got to pick this up. Six-punch combination from Bud Crawford. See, regardless of whether that's hurting Canelo or not, he can't afford the optics here. Bud just navigating around the ring here. Oh, and Canelo tries for that left body shot and gets countered with 3 from Crawford. Then he shakes his head. Not a good look. A few seconds left here in this penultimate round. All right, Canelo's put himself in the position of needing a knockout in the final round. And that's it. Wow. Yeah, Bud's blocking and reaction time is beautiful. Bo Max telling Crawford use the 2-1 or the 1-2. Just switch it up. In other words, fake him out.
Just take it, just go for it. Listen, get some air. Some air. All the power you got. You have to move your hips very close and tight. It just isn't one low, one high. Very close and just go.
Okay, Reynoso's saying something about 1 low, 1 high, so I guess he's asking him to go to the body. I'm not really sure what he was asking him to do there. All right, final round. They touch up. Ringside has a 97-93 for Crawford. Crawford opens up right away with a series of hard jabs. Oh, Crawford with 4 or 5 punch combination here. Canelo with the left. Oh, and he gets countered badly with that, off that lead left to the body. Canelo has 2 minutes to get this done. Oh, nice combination there from Canelo. But Bud's just walking around the ring. Comfortable as heck. Canelo is staying on top of him, but he's not throwing enough. Oh, 4-punch combination from Canelo. 2 minutes to get this done for Canelo. And there was that head roll from Canelo. Double jab by Crawford. Nice uppercut by Canelo. 1-2 from Canelo. Yeah, that was a beautiful roll, Sean. Under a minute and a half for Canelo to get this job done. Oh, nice straight right by Canelo. One minute remaining. Canelo's just not fighting with enough urgency here. 1-2. Oh, gets countered with a straight left from Crawford. I'm not sure why Canelo looks so disinterested here. This is not good. Misses with that overhand right. Oh, Crawford is going to close out strong here. Look at this. Oh my goodness, Crawford is hurting Canelo. Right here in the end. Oh, and that's it. And that, by instinct, Canelo raises his hand in victory. Wow. That's crazy. All right. Kellerman's going to be super dramatic about this. I don't want to listen to him. Doctors checking Crawford out. Amazing, amazing. He jumped up all that weight and put on a performance like that versus a pound-for-pound crate. All right, so I got my prediction wrong. All right, an ad for Obsession. I'm not sure what this is.
They said creating his world-famous chicken became an obsession.
KFC, that's what it is. That's a funny ad. All right. Anyways, what do you guys think of that fight? You think the judges are going to get it right? Yeah, I would say Crawford definitely won that fight. The question is, will the judges give it to him? Yeah, for sure, Edna. I got it wrong. Crawford did win that. Let's see.
Most of Bud Crawford's boxing contemporaries picked him to win this fight. They felt as though he had more ways to win. Certainly from our vantage point.
Kind of long faces in Canelo's corner.
And asserted himself undeniably as one of the greatest of all time.
Oh no, the kid with the mouth is mouthing.
Now we await the official scorecards.
Yep, very long faces in Canelo's corner. And the big mouth, I wish he would stop making noise.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. Steve Weisfeld scores at 116 to 112.
Oh, 116, 12.
And Tim Cheatham both have it. 115 to 113 to the winner by unanimous decision. The Fighting Pride of Omaha.
Oh, wow, yeah. Unanimous decision for Terence Crawford. Well, congrats to him. 116, 112, 115, 113 twice. No, he won that. So the judges did get it right. Congrats to him. It's so emotional, he's just down on his knees. Good for him. Oh no, now the mouthy boy is gonna go off. Wow, incredible. I'm glad the judges got it right. Because otherwise, well, I'm just glad the judges got it right. Someone get the guy with the bucket hat out of there. It's too noisy. Alright, guys. Don't blame me after Franklin. Oh, yeah. Mad. Yeah, it was a pretty fun fight, right? Alright, guys. What are your final thoughts on this fight? Well, I'm disappointed I got my fight prediction wrong, but it is what it is. Oh no, Max Kellerman. I just can't listen to Kellerman, guys. If you guys want to tell me what this is about, I'll listen to Bud though.
Him, I wouldn't be here, and I told y'all I'm not here just by a coincidence. God bless me, and He made this event. He made this night just for me, and I've been telling y'all that. It's not my fault, it's God.
You seem to be outboxing him early, but the rounds were competitive.
Alright, so Crawford gives credit to God. Sean James, it went exactly how I thought it would go. Canelo too slow on his feet in single shots. Well, I don't really go along with the narrative that Canelo only throws single shots. But he didn't throw enough volume, that's for sure. Benavidez would have beat Canelo. Yeah, I mean, a few years back, Benavidez seems to be beyond that and up at 175. For sure, I thought Benavidez would have beat Canelo at 168. Oh my God, what is it? Max doesn't understand that it's supposed to be about the fighter, not him. What the hell is Kellerman trying to say?
Bud, do you have anything else you'd like to say to boxing fans around the world?
I just like to say thank you. Thank you to all the supporters. Thank you to all the haters. I appreciate every one of y'all. We made this
Is that Moro Ronaldo in the ring behind him?
shout out to everybody that came to support Canelo. I appreciate all y'all coming to support me and this fellow. I'm happy that he get to make it home to his children. I get to make it home to my children. And, you know,
I think Majinov was a harder fight than Canelo. Majinov has very fast straight punches. Well, I think part of that was I don't think Bud could get up for that fight, really. Alright. So, props to Terence Bud Crawford. He did the unbelievable. That's crazy.
You took a huge risk tonight and then fought your heart out. What are you feeling right now?
Wow. Crowd still cheering for Canelo.
Y decirles que una derrota no me define. No me define. Al estar aquí yo ya gané.
Not sure what he's saying.
Solamente quiero decir que ya gané porque tengo mi familia. En lo profesional he hecho muchísimas cosas. Entrené muy bien. Todo mi respeto para Crawford. Hice lo que tenía que hacer. Y al final de cuentas, a responder tu pregunta.
Lots of long faces and
Aquí
Team
estoy para
Canelo
tomar riesgos. Vine a la vida a tomar riesgos.
right behind him.
A ponerme a prueba y aquí seguiré.
First and foremost, I want to thank everyone that came to support me. Has always been behind me. I'm a winner for being here. I'm a winner for being here. There's no defeat here. The fact that I'm here makes me already a winner. I've done everything in my career. I've come to life to actually take risks. And that's what I did. I take risks. And when the money fighter of an era is willing to fight everyone, you get a great era in boxing.
Sean says, we still love Canelo. True, we do.
Is Bud Crawford someone that you want to fight again? Do you feel like you
Oh, Max is asking if he wants a rematch. Oh, God. Shut up, Max.
I feel great to share the ring with
That's so obnoxious to put a fighter on the spot like that.
Again, it's gonna be great. But you know what? I'm glad to share the ring with great fighters. I'm glad to be here. I already did a lot in boxing. I already accomplished a lot in boxing. My legacy is already there, and I still taking risks because I love boxing.
Max doesn't know what the hell to say.
If you continue, do you feel
Wow.
like this is
If you
still
continue.
the Canelo Alvarez that we've all known and loved for all these years?
If you
Or do
continue, that's
feel like
harsh.
something's changed? Are you still the fighter that you were?
No, I feel great. I feel great. I feel strong. You know, Crawford is a great
Can we get
fighter.
rid of
He's a
Max
good fighter.
Kellerman, please?
And I get the credit.
Asking him, do you feel like you're still the same Canelo Alvarez?
Canelo Alvarez, the reason it's been such a pleasure to have you as the face of boxing is because of that. In victory and defeat, Canelo Alvarez is everything that's good about boxing.
Oh my God, Kellerman, shut up.
Thank you. Que viva México, cabrones! ¡Ánimo!
Well, the problem is Max is more in love with his own questions than he is interested in getting an honest response from the fighter, so that's what sucks. Alright, well, so much for that. I got the prediction wrong. I think there are some part of my breakdown that were still valid, but what I did not anticipate was Bud being able to really just move up with that size and have all his skill set carry over as well. So props to him for doing that. Props to him and his team for preparing properly for this fight. Alright guys, so it's been a while. It's 3 hours. We hit the 3 hour mark. This is the third live stream for today. Oh my goodness, Charles. Yeah. Okay, well congrats Charles, you got it right. Crawford was a clear winner. I think the judges gave it 116, 112, 115, 113 twice, but I feel like it was wider than that. Basically in the second half of the fight, needed a stoppage to win. So huge congrats to Crawford. Yeah, it wasn't just the speed, it was also his footwork and his mobility around the ring, and his ability to absorb Canelo's shots. Yes, good night, Matt. Thanks. Yep, we all got to get some sleep. It's been a 3 hour stream on top of the morning stream and the prelim stream I did. I did a stream also mainly to catch the UFC main event. So I did the corresponding boxing fights that were happening at the same time. Alright guys, so I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining me on the streams. Remember, if you haven't yet subscribed, please do that. Please hit the bell. You're always welcome to leave a super chat on the live streams or a super thanks on any of the videos. Thanks and good night. Alright, we'll catch you the next time.